"How did your exploration go this morning?" asked their grandmother as they sat around the table after lunch. "Fine, thanks," answered Lana, shooting a look at her brother to warn him not to give anything away. "Did you see the faces in the old tree?" "Yeah, we did," said Aaron with a rather false chuckle. "We looked hard, and both of us saw different faces." "Tea, Yaya?" asked Lana, getting up and reaching for the kettle. Neve didn't notice that they were changing the subject. That would be very welcome," she said. "No sugar and not much milk, please." The rest of the day was endless. Lana and Aaron were bursting to get back to the forest to find out more about the mysterious goings-on of earlier. But they couldn't get away. Not with Yaya there. She might have agreed to another short outing from the cottage, but the time they needed to get back to the stone circle where they'd found the note was much longer than she'd be prepared to give them. So they were stuck. Lana tried to pass the time by reading a book in the garden, but she couldn't concentrate on the words. Her mind kept wandering back to the strange events of the morning, question after question turning over in her mind like washing in a tumble dryer. So she just sat and watched Neve pottering around in the flower beds. The old lady seemed not to notice the dark clouds that had gathered in the sky, blotting out the sun and creating a strange, eerie light that gave Lana a sense of foreboding, as if something evil was about to happen. Maybe the weather was often like that in Sherwood. Aaron didn't notice it either. He'd made himself comfortable in the kitchen with his MP3 plugged into his ears, watching an episode of The Simpsons on Neve's old-fashioned portable television. Multitasking, he called it. At last, it was time for dinner. Lana didn't feel hungry. Her guilty conscience about keeping Yaya in the dark and her frustration at not being able to find out anything more took away her appetite. Not so Aaron. He tucked into the mountainous pile of sandwiches that their grandmother made, as if he hadn't eaten for a week. Afterwards, they helped clear up, and then went to watch television. Mistaking their weary expressions for tiredness and unaccustomed fresh air, Neve announced an early night for them all. "Teeth, toilet, turn out the lights, and sleep, okay?" "Okay," they replied in unison, not minding a bit. Before getting into bed, Lana removed the GPS from under her pillow and placed it inside her jacket pocket, ready for tomorrow, just in case they had an opportunity to use it. As she hunkered down in her comfortable bed, she thought of the young man she'd seen in her dream the previous night and wondered if she'd have any stranger dreams. Maybe they would answer some of the questions still swirling around in her head. With this happy thought, she nodded off.